A lot of people worry that their pressure cooker will explode, but that's unlikely to happen. Electric pressure cookers are pretty safe, with multiple redundancies built in, such that even if one safety measure fails, there's another one to keep it from exploding. This particular one from Ailyons has 7 safety measures in place to ensure it never explodes. Even if you do something stupid against the instructions in the manual, it will not explode. The first one is the lid. If you do not lock this lid properly, if you do not close it properly, the pressure cooker will not pressurize. No pressure will build up inside. And once you lock it, you cannot open it as long as this is under pressure. So once this is cooking something, you cannot open the lid. So even someone can't come and accidentally open the lid until you turn this to exhaust and release all the pressure. Inside here, there's a pressure control device. So this one monitors the amount of pressure inside the pressure cooker. If it exceeds a certain limit, it turns off the power and only comes on, or the power only comes back again once the pressure goes back down. So this keeps the pressure from building up too much to the point where it could be unsafe. In addition, there is a thermostat. Now the thermostat monitors the temperature because as the temperature goes up, pressure will also increase. So it makes sure the temperature doesn't get too high. If the temperature exceeds a certain limit, the thermostat turns off the power, and then once the temperature goes back down, the power comes back on again. If somehow those fail, there's a pressure on the lid. There is a pressure control valve. So it's called a pressure limit valve on the lid. So if the pressure builds up too much and the thermostat is not gone into effect or the pressure control device is not gone into effect, so there's a pressure limit valve on the lid. If the pressure builds up too much, the valve opens and it releases the excess pressure. And in addition, there's underneath, there is a cover. I think it's this one if I'm not wrong. There's a cover that ensures the pressure limit valve doesn't get blocked by food, which could keep it from working properly. Inside the pressure cooker at the bottom, there's something called a pressure relief device. This is like an elastic band. If all the other measures have not worked and pressure is still building up, now that pressure relief device, it goes down, it moves down. As it moves down, this pot also goes down. So as it goes down, it creates a gap between the pot and the lid. So that gap allows the excess pressure to escape. And finally, there is a thermal fuse. So the thermal fuse is the last stop measure in case none of the other measures work. So it's a fuse that's inside here, and if temperature builds up too much, that fuse will permanently cut off power to the pressure cooker. Now, it will not restore in power. You'd need to go to a technician to get it repaired. To learn more about this pressure cooker, I'm doing a full review. It will be out in a few days.